not that it's easy, but it's quite easy to take people out of poverty. But the biggest issue or the biggest
challenge,
the biggest challenge is to keep people out of poverty. So through several activities, we are trying to make these people keep out of poverty. So we have, for example, for kids, we're trying to do extracurricular activities. And as Maggie said yesterday in the Global Village, in the Canyon, about privilege, us having privilege of having extracurricular activities and everything. Those extracurricular activities help us have those values such as discipline, teamwork, and everything. And since these kids don't have access to this, I've got teenagers that get a job and then 2 weeks later that I know my supervisor told me to change from this corner to the other one, and I decided to quit. And they don't have tolerance. So we're working on a music program and art classes and things like that. And where we met these kids and the project is we are working on with volunteers, and we're working with institutions, with schools, with everything. And especially I think our first step is to make awareness. So what they're trying to do is they work with one of our neighborhoods, and what they're trying to do is make awareness of the poverty that we're still living right in front, 5 minutes away from our houses. And what they're trying to do is make their projects bigger. So
and our name used to be Somos San Pedro, and we changed it because we wanted to create a project that could tackle a numerous amount of communities. And since Somos San Pedro is very specific to this community, we changed it to Manos, Unidas, which now we can, if possible, move to other countries or other regions.
And something else that we want to adapt to is we want to go to each family and ask what you need the most. What do you need? And then with that, we can use our money to help each family with their own needs. Let's say if one of the families has a kid with, disability or disease, we would help them with their medical care. But then if one mom wants to get her kid educated, we can help them with the school supplies. So that's something we want to change.
The Santa Elena has a school of its own.
It has a library that's, I don't know if you saw it in the picture, but there's a pipe in the community, and it got made into a library, and there's computers and books. There's kind of small lessons that take place there, so they can learn small things there. But specific, a school.
Where is the closest school?
Hidalgo, near Jimenez.
And there's transportation.
For how long have you been helping Santa Elena?
We started
last semester.
We started around November. We started this as a project from our school, but we liked it so much that we wanted to make it official.
We took it to the next level.
We felt like it was different to help. It's different when you help because you want to than when the school is making you.
And this is the basic circle for success in an organization, as well as in the TED Talk. I'm not just creating this. And so it's first, what? You have to listen. Listen to what people need or what they ask you. And then why is this important? Why does this affect you? Why would you want to do this? And then ultimately, how? In this case, our what started as we just need to make a project for character ed. And then that what changed to why because we actually liked it. And we decided that we actually needed to take one step further. And how? We made these activities and we dedicated time and basically we invested all our, not weekends, but most of our time we went to them on Fridays and Saturdays and took them pizzas and just basically allowed them to have fun.
But by the end of the project, we ended up doing it by joy because we wanted to do it, not because we were forced. And that's what really made us want to keep going and made us keep getting interested in that project.
So they didn't just,
What impact, what was the project, what impact did it have on you personally?
The thing that really impacted me is that when the word poverty comes in, we always think of Africa and other places where poverty is most known for. But it impacted me the most that it was 5 minutes drive. So and it's in our community, and I had no idea that people in extreme poverty were living 5 minutes away from me. So that's the thing that I wanted to change. Because we always go to other countries to help out, but we never focus really on our country and our community.
I have two things that really impacted me. The first one was one of the moms of one of the kids that works with us. She was texting me and Paula, and she was like, "Can you guys like come up by my house? Like I have something for you guys." And we went to her house. She had like a gift for us for thank you, like because we helped her kids. And when we walked in her house, we saw she was making like scarves and different stuff. And she was like, "Yes, like you guys encouraged me, like not only my kids, but me to start working." And she started selling all these things at like their Christmas parties and stuff. And she even asked us if she could sell tamales with like the people we knew. So that was one thing. And then the second thing, I work with a whole different association. And one of the kids happens to be in both. And so one day I went to the other one, and he was there. His name was Tadeo, and he was telling me in front of everyone, like, "No, like I want to be like at the other association. Like I like it, like us, the Manos Unidas." He was like, "That's where you make me feel powerful. Like that one was just like entertainment, but then what we do is we make them feel like they're important and that they can."
Also, the same lady, she was texting me, and she, like, it was around Christmas, and so she sent me some pictures, and she told me, like, "You really inspired us as a community to help out," and we went to help out other communities, and they gave them food and stuff, and she told me, like, "We would have never done that if, like, you and Un Zapatero had helped us."
So basically, they felt so nice when we helped them that they decided that they would take their own community to help another community, and that's what she was saying.
And not only the children were impacted by us, but we also learned from them. Like we learned to be determined, we learned patience, and we learned, well not learned, but we were inspired by this group of kids who cooperated very well and actually did like everything we asked. And throughout their happiness and joy, we learned to basically bond with these group of kids that we just met like a few weeks ago. And so, any final question or comments or thoughts?
I was impacted on like their reaction to us, like how they answered to us helping them, because it wasn't like just giving them something and like going away. It really impacted me, like how they wanted us to keep going and keep helping them. Because normally when associations come, they don't want to show up and they're tired. But this time, like the first group of kids, the first weekend, they came like around 20, and then the next weekend they came like 10 more, and they kept coming and coming more. So it was really impactful how they wanted to come and they wanted to like improve their own lives through the means of work.
So I want to conclude this with one quote that inspires us with this project. It's from John Maxwell, and he said that leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their power to their ability to empower others.
So we have 5 minutes there. I mean,